I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 44 Mike. Check. Come on. Now.
They'll run on first down. Hannah. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. I got you. Pop. 5.
On 2nd down, Hannah. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wide. Get wide. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check. You remember me? Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. I'm coming after you. Shoot. Hey. High 7. Say go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Clear. Set up.
Off the play fake. Jefferson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he knocks him over. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Back. General West. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Now.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready,
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, 5.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Break.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jefferson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jefferson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, Charlie!
Lock now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Block working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 37-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Big grip, big grip.
A final shot before half for Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on 2nd down. Jefferson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. 3-3. Clear. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jefferson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. I got you. Look at me. Zipper.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check. Here we go.
Ready?
Lock to throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. That is caught. It's Perriman. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Locke now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Mike, watch the slant, watch the slant. 44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the run. 44 is the mic, 44 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Broncos nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
60 yards. Hey, Echo.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jefferson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. any player he wants on his team. He wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf.
44. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Go. Shoot.
On first down, Hannah. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Alpha.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, 10-2 soft.
Mike, 49. Oh, you got deep?
Fight.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now to the air, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Lock now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Lock now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Lock now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. They'll try and run with their fullback, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. A nice little juke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
Here we go, set, 18 Gators.
Exit.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, locked. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get off the field.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike's 5'4". Mike.
Hey.
Mike's 5'4". Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 52.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Watch QB drop.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year.